Leo, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and just see what is happening in your world, what's influencing you, what do you need to focus on, and your past, your strength, your near future, what else do you need to know? What else is influencing this? We're going to take the Empress. We are going to leave the rest there. So tell me about your hopes or fears and your potential outcome. So looking here, bottom of the deck, Page of Wands is coming through. Now, the Page of Wands is that young, youthful energy, but it's a lot of taking action. It feels like decisive action, but normally I don't get that with the Page. I normally get that with the King or the Queen. And in fact, you have both out here. So right away with the King of Wands energy connected to the Page, it feels like impulsive action, but it's not really impulsive action because you're in this King energy. And so the King is, I've thought about everything. I am using all of my experience to say, this is going to be in my best interest. I'm going to take this sort of action. And so that's exactly what you're doing. What's influencing the action that you're taking is the Nine of Cups. And so you're going after exactly what you want. To other people, it may look like an impulsive action, but you've actually given it a lot of thought and consideration. When I look at what you need to focus on, I got two cards out here. One is the Five of Wands, so obstacles and challenges. And then I have the Queen of Wands showing up here. And so that Queen of Wands, it feels like it's another person. So it feels like there might be obstacles and challenges, you in connection with another person. This would be a divine counterpart type of person. We definitely have divine counterparts out here, again, with the Emperor and Empress. We'll get to them. But having the King and Queen show up right away and there's some sort of obstacle or challenge, it really is working through that. But working through it with the mindset of, if this is what you want to carry forward, then come at it from that approach. It's not about being right. It's about working through it. And that's exactly what I'm getting here with these four cards. They all feel very heavily connected to each other. Showing up here in the past, a King of Swords, I'm getting a lot of clarity with this card. And so something here became really clear. It feels like it's around the action that you needed to take or how to resolve some sort of conflict here with that Queen of Wands, whomever that person represents. Showing up here in your strength is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is, it can be an overwhelming energy, but it feels like a lot of, I'm getting an emotional breakthrough, but it feels a lot like exploring your emotions, really wanting to pursue things in your emotional best interest. You're considering everything from this perspective. You're not just acting from mentally, I think this is the right decision. You're acting emotionally as well. This is very opportunity oriented. Oh, excuse me. And so showing up here in the near future is the Lovers, that Gemini energy. And so this is the divine counterpart energy showing up. A lot of mirroring each other. It's the divine counterparts, the King and the Queen of Wands. I'm getting it now with the Lovers. And so when I look at the external influences here, there's something that you're working through with this person because I'm getting the Nine of Pentacles. So this is you creating your own independence, abundance, but I'm getting a lot of confidence here. Empress energy. So if something happened here with another person and it created lots of obstacles and challenges, you might have taken some sort of step back here with the King of Swords. Clear your mind, focus on what you want, focus on what you know to be in your best interest, kind of channeling your own stability here to go after the relationship and really work through something here with this Empress energy. Because Empress is Venus and Venus likes to bring people together. And so whatever's happening here, it feels like you're coming at it from a very confident, let's work on this kind of approach. Let's heal the connection, work through whatever these obstacles and challenges are. Ace of Wands is showing up here. So new start, new chapter, new beginning. I love the energy here. You're just ready for the next phase. It's working through this and then kind of allowing the relationship to continue forward. Showing up here in the potential outcome is the Emperor energy. And so I have the Emperor, the Empress, I have the King and Queen of Wands, and then the Lovers with the mirroring energy. So definitely divine counterparts coming through. But the Emperor is somebody who's very strong, very confident, knows their own worth and value, goes after what they want, just very unapologetic in that sense, where you're not going to be taken off course. When you make up your mind to work through this with this person, you're not just going to turn around in the middle and say, you know what, no, that's not true. I don't want to do this anymore. Your mind is already made up. You're going after exactly what you want. You're going to go at it with that intent. Let's get more details here. Tell me about the King of Wands with the Nine of Cups. Knight of Wands. I got the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, King of Wands. You're very action oriented right now. It's not about sitting still. You're in movement mode where you're just ready to work through whatever this is. You're not interested in sitting still and letting this fester and become a bigger issue. You want to work through it. With the Queen of Wands and the Five of Wands, I'm getting the Six of Wands. So you can overcome those obstacles and challenges. It is about working together, but this is a card of success and victory. So I do love that energy showing up. Tell me about that King of Swords in the past. Tower, breakthrough. Some sort of information became very clear to you here in the past on what steps you needed to take in order to work on the situation with this other person. Whatever those obstacles and challenges represent, you had some sort of breakthrough here in the past, or maybe it was even removing the obstacles that prevented your progress, that was just preventing you from taking any kind of action. So whatever it was here in the past that led to your clarity, that was the Tower. With the Seven of Cups, I'm getting the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is a lot of burdens and responsibilities, but it's closed cycle. It's not a new cycle here that you're starting. But what you're doing is you're creating a new beginning for yourself, one full of just opportunity. And it feels like that's what you're trying to do here with this person. It's let's kind of work through whatever happened and then set ourselves up for success going forward. That's how I'm getting your strength in this reading. Clarifying the Lovers is the Lovers. You're on the same page. You're on the same wavelength. You're mirroring each other. Your person wants the same thing. With the Nine of Pentacles here, I am getting the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is out here twice. And so inspired action, but coming from a place of just feeling very good and grounded in your own energy, that you're not trying to kind of come at this from a combative or competitive standpoint. It's more that Nine of Cups. This is what I want, so let's work on it. This is what I want, so I don't want to kind of let it go or fester or anything like that. With the Empress, I'm getting the Ace of Wands. You have a new beginning starting here with this person. It's because of all the action that you're taking now. You both want to work through this. It's just timing, working through it. It feels like once you're on the other side of it, you've got this new beginning, one with a lot of passion, a lot of just, let's go, inspiration. Tell me about that Ace of Wands and the hopes or fears. Two of Swords. So standing at a crossroads and not sure what to do versus taking some sort of action. You could have sat in that still energy for a long period of time, but the universe did not want you sitting there. You may have been hesitant on what action you needed to take, but it feels like that's where you got that clarity here in the past. With the Tower, with the King of Swords, something became known to you, and that's when you said, okay, I know what I need to do. I'm going to move forward. Tell me about the Emperor. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. So that is a lot of balance. You're acting from a place of emotional balance. You're very grounded in who you are. So as you're moving forward, resolving this obstacles and challenge, whatever the conflict might be with this person, it's putting you and the connection in a more solid place because you're coming at it from a more solid place. You're very focused on just restoring balance in the connection, and you will. You will. So Leo, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.